You want to roll another blunt too? You can. Here.
Okay, Coach, autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, here, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rush coming in, he's taken down. Manti Te'o marches in to sack him.
It's up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd. In fact, they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Ready, go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Double time, double time. We got 4. 66. Fully hot. 10. Hot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw. Love.
Come on.
And he's going to have the hook up the
Hi, everybody. Just.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Oh, my.
Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and that going to be incomplete.
Oh, you can't hold on to it.
Contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
My 50. Oh, here we go.
Here's Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he was looking for the checkup bounce to get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got three. Switch.
They run again on 1st down. Cook.
Good tackle.
This defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Cook running right. And
Come on, why would you do that?
Down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
Oh, Jalen.
This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
Come on, how would you get that up again? What's that same play you just scored on a while ago?
He had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Love. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Love. That's going to be caught.
What?
They're able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
They just start going now.
Touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Take it back. Oh.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
This nigga, I seen that nigga ass out there.
For the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Come on, what are you doing?
On 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw again, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
SOS.
To throw on 3rd down, Love. This one complete into the hands
This
of
nigga
Higgins.
kitchen. That nigga is steady catching that
Getting
bitch.
this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Another 3rd down conversion.
Stay on the slot. Down south. 14. Man left. Go! 51, Mike 51. Get in the way. Ready, go!
Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Hey, Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd down. Love.
Come on. For real? This nigga just let that whole. I can't say nothing. I can't say shit.
19 yards the pick
Can't
up
say
there.
shit.
Move the chains. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Yeah, this is caught by
I'm catching every time. I'm talking about like steady catching and intercepting shit.
2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra points.
I think make a
safely
3rd
through.
down conversion.
That makes
I
the score
mean,
21-0.
that's why the game like that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
We understand that.
For a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. So he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
See this shit? This nigga having awesome
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Deuce, 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 deuce.
On 3rd and 2, Love. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They try to throw on second.
They're killing my nigga.
This one is incomplete.
They're killing him.
Looking for Mark Ingram there.
Hey, it's booming the shit out of it with that blitz. I already knew it was coming.
You can easily see coming. Backed up.
Yeah, we seen it coming.
You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
What I can do, they own it.
Yet another incompletion.
Ain't nobody making no catches. Them niggas making catches over there.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this time we're going to run a middle guys. You don't have time for all.
That nigga did that. That nigga did that.
And he'll take it in.
That nigga did that. God damn.
Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones.
I can't convert on third downs. This nigga converting on every third down. I need something. Something to smoke. My nerves is so bad right now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
God damn.
Set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got an open man, it's Scott. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth.
See, punt again. Can't score. Can't move the ball, man.
One-sided beginning to this one.
That blitz, I can't do nothing with it.
Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
I know he's going to come to me.
Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. This pass complete.
Finally picked up a third down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now the throw is complete. Jackson to Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Mike's 50, Mike.
Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get it.
I know he's coming. That's big. I need to be on that goddamn blitz.
That they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's checking. Crash.
On third down, Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So now they assess a third and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be
coming from.
back right around the 48-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now.
Blitz. Can't do shit when you got that coming the whole game. Can't do shit. Can't do shit.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Love setting up the screen for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. Off the play fake. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon Able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be fourth.
It's 4th and 16, fam. And you behind on 38. Come on now. I've been letting you go with all the other shit. Can't let you go. There, you gotta go and punt the ball. I've been punting the ball.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
God,
that'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Wild now.
They run the same defense over and over and over.
They punted 3 times in the
I ain't
last
saying nothing
week
about
as
that.
he
I don't
sends
even
this one
care.
away. Here's Hill on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today,
and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Shift.
They go play action with Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Oh, Jesus.
By Jalen Ramsey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Kill.
First down with Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dalvin Cook, 33 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson has got it to Ingram, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. It was a solid check down there with pressure
Yeah,
coming,
it's a
wasn't it?
blitz.
It
Every
was
time it's a
because
blitz.
you're trying to go through your
Gotta be
progression,
working. You gotta
and when
be
you have
paying
that type of
attention.
pressure in your face,
Paying
it
attention.
changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your...
Nowhere to
Coming,
escape,
coming.
and he
Every
goes down.
time it's a blitz. You
We've
just
been
gotta
around this
learn
league
it.
for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting
It's
to risk an
coming.
injury.
He
A
coming.
critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
When the rep, let's go right here. 47.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Y'all not ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
I should have tried to lead him. I should have
Broncos
threw it to
defense
him.
has a touchdown.
I should have jumped up. I tried to lead him and try to run after kicks.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Play action, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Tommy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike's 47. Mike's 40. Focus, defense, focus. 47, Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. first down. Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Jet. Begin. Hatch it.
Again, it's Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
All right, bro.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage with 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Come on.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw. Time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Damn, that's the scope.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, Love.
Him.
Open man is Higgins. And down inside the 15,
That nigga right there.
The 10.
Every time I don't know why I can't double that
Used to seeing the
nigga.
guy that you consider the #1 receiver.
Well, it's time for
How
him.
about this guy? He's double
nigga
covered
that nigga
and
like
finds a way to
still
make the play for a 1st down.
Still make the
That's how you
play.
increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled
And then
down.
seem like I can fucking stop Cook.
Another nice
That
game.
nigga hit a
It's
spin
now
move a while ago and
30
split
between
2
those last
niggas.
2 plays.
Thought he was scored in.
Here we go. Set. 60 orange. Share. Switch. And go.
They'll run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger.
And
Come on. Oh, my God. You let that nigga block you, bro?
touchdown as they just...
I can't believe you didn't let put his hand on you in deep.
So
Man, that nigga supposed to be hitting that gap.
You talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense,
That nigga dominated
offense,
the game,
special teams.
the whole
It's been a
game.
clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly
I've not
has.
been able to
Pretty
even get no
dominant
first
throughout this
downs.
game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching.
He been capitalizing on all his
As
plays.
he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong
I'll
here
be
in the
winning
4th
like
quarter.
that, too.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today.
It seems like every play I call, this nigga is close to it or
Exactly. Take
on
a
it
great look at that
or
scoreboard. Realize how poor
touching it some type of way.
today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's
Could
going
not
to
get loose.
This one is down he goes. And I tell you,
The defense.
Worked it.